Is that not the most adorable little oil pan you've ever seen? That's just, it's so cute. Alright, so today we got some, I don't know how to say it really, but hook or hooky road side steps for our Jeep. It came with the rock sliders. My wife has a little bit of trouble getting in and out since we put the 35s on it. She's 5'2", so these will help get them in and out. We haven't opened them yet. These were very cheap. They're not a sponsor yet. They were on Amazon. I think I paid $200 for them. We don't plan on doing a whole lot of like super aggressive off-roading, so these should serve our purpose just fine. And let's install some steps. That was aggressive. All right. So before we install these, I want to get a measurement on how far the clearance is. See if there's any difference. We're looking at 4.5 inches on the front. We'll say 2 7/8 on the back. So we'll see what it looks like after we put these on. But the very first thing we have to do is take the old rock sliders off. To get the rock sliders off, there are 3 13 millimeter bolts up in the top, and there are 6 10 millimeter bolts on the sides. So we'll have to take all those off. That's next. Alright, so when you're working by yourself, it's good to have your stuff readily available. So we're going to put the 13 millimeter in first. It came with some hardware, but if you ever get the chance to put the factory stuff back in, I always like to. Mainly because it's just built to last. And that hole's not lining up very well. Okay, so this must be the other side. That's fun. This is the wrong side. Let's try this again. It is critical though that you get the right side on the passenger, because obviously I did not have it that way. So the next ones are these little small ones they gave us, and they're a little bit more difficult. So they gave you all this hardware, and these right here, they give you a pan head, I guess that's called. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it goes in the outside facing in. And then you have these, which is a lock nut. It has plastic or Teflon or something on the inside of it, and that makes it easier to not have to have a lock washer. The nice thing is all this stuff is stainless. I don't know if you can see the stainless. Let's see if I can get it close enough. Right there. Not really focusing in on because my big fat head's in the way, but all the hardware is stainless, which is really nice. Good job, Hook or Hooky or however the heck you say it. Oh Lord. So then that goes on there. And then once you get all of them in, you can just tighten them down. This is a 10mm socket on the end of, or wrench on the end of it. And then you just tighten everything up. Ouch. I have these gear wrenches from Harbor Freight, the Icons. I love these things. They're professional grade without the professional price. So if you're a do-it-yourselfer at home and you want some decent tools that aren't going to cost snap-on prices, because those people are just ludicrously expensive. Now, if you're a professional doing this every day for money, maybe invest in some high dollar stuff, but if you're just wrenching on the weekends, there's no reason to spend that kind of money on a set of tools. But let me know in the comments what kind of tools you use. What's your favorite brand? Are you a Snap-on guy? Are you a Mac guy? Are you a Cobalt guy? Or girl, I'm sorry. There are girls that wrench too. That's my bad. My wife's gonna comment on that. Alright, as you can see, that was a pretty easy install. They came out looking pretty good. They have this really neat since 1941 cutout, and that's for when Jeep started coming back from the war and going civil. They started making Jeeps in 1941. You will see little 1941 Eagle Easter eggs over all kinds of Jeeps. One thing I do like is this looks like it's much more clearance. Here's the old measuring stick, and you can see we got about 6.5 to the step, but I mean 6 you start hitting the frame, I mean the body of it on the front, and on the back it's the same thing. You'll start hitting the body before you'll hit the step at about 5 inches. So I think we were right around 3 inches in the back earlier, and now we're at 5. So this step gave us quite a bit more clearance, and it looks really nice. Came out really good. But overall step in height into this Jeep is now much different. I mean, you can see we lost some ground clearance, but we're not going to go rock climbing, so you can see you got about 9 inches to the floor pan. I guess more like 8, and then your overall step in is about 16 and a half or so. So definitely a cool addition. Looks nice. They don't protrude out past the wheels or anything like that, so they didn't make the Jeep any wider. So pretty cool. All in all, I really liked them. The install was pretty easy. All I gotta do is the same thing on the other side. So if you like this review and the installation of our side steps, sweat, subscribe, hit the like button, the subscribe button, the ring button, the comment. Make sure you comment, say Jeep looks awesome, or I hate your Jeep, or whatever you're going to say. We appreciate any and all comments. We'll see you next time. Thanks.